Hey guys, I'm just going to wait a second to see if anyone else joins and give people a chance to join in on the live stream. So, give just a second here. All right, this is like a super action-packed live stream. So, let's get started. This is going to be all about hair, all about beachy waves. As you can tell, I haven't done my hair today. It's totally crazy. So let's get started first talking about some products that I love to use to create the perfect beachy wave. And then we will get started with the actual hair tools. Okay, so first things first is to start. Let's start with this, actually. This is the T3 handheld shower head. They also have a shower head that's not handheld, but this one's really cool because it's filtered, and I have noticed a huge difference in my hair since I have been using this. It's much more manageable. It's softer, much softer, and it's not as frizzy and like just kind of crazy. It air dries so beautifully now. I do have naturally straight hair, but even so, this would be amazing for all you curly people out there. Really, really good. So this filters out like minerals and things like that. All of the gunk that you don't want on your hair, this filters out. Sorry guys, I'm just gonna adjust this real quick. There we go. So this filters all of that stuff out, which is awesome. So yeah, this I would definitely recommend if you do not have a filtered shower head. It is life-changing. I never want to be without it. It does, like I said, have a filter, so it will need to be changed out every few months, 3 to 4 depending. But still, it's a small price to pay to help the health of your hair. So yeah, and I totally forgot to share with you guys. So I am a hairdresser. I'm a hairdresser in Southern California, not currently working in a salon right now because I am a stay-at-home mom. But I completed school several years ago, started working at a salon assisting in Beverly Hills. That's where I worked until we moved down to where we currently live right now in Southern California, near San Diego, North Canyon, San Diego. I worked at a salon in Carlsbad after we moved. But like I said, now I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I do have just a little bit of experience doing hair. Yeah, when I assisted, I worked with some pretty big names. Hi, Jillian. Welcome. Just kind of talking to you guys about my credentials as a hairstylist. So yeah, I was working in Beverly Hills, working as an assistant. I did work with some big names, but then now I'm a stay-at-home mom. So like I said earlier, the T3 handheld shower head is phenomenal. It is a really easy way, like literally you just install it and then you don't have to think about it again for a few months until you need to change the filter. So it's an extremely easy way to help your hair health without having to really do anything. It's it's made my hair so much more manageable, so soft, so shiny, all of that good stuff. Okay, so let's move on to some products that I love to achieve a beachy wave. So the first one is from Virtue. So this is one of my favorite brands. This bottle's a little bit dirty because I've had it for quite a while. These do last a long time. This one is the Purifying leave-in conditioner. So just like it says, it's a leave-in conditioner. It does have a spray. Sorry, it's super gunky. But this is going to like be your heat protectant and detangler and all of that good stuff. So, and I'm just going to go over these products really quickly so that way I can get into the actual hot tools and like show you guys how I do my beachy waves. So if you have any questions, please feel free to drop them in the question box and I'll answer them. Or if you want me to slow down on anything, I definitely can do that too. This, I don't have the products, but I ran out of them, but I definitely love this. This is the Smooth Discovery Kit from Virtue. This comes with the shampoo, the conditioner, and the hair mask. The hair mask is absolutely phenomenal. It is like my favorite hair mask ever. I use it in place of a conditioner. And the Smooth, I have pretty fine straight hair, and it works beautifully on my hair. It also works very well on curly or textured hair as well. So if you're looking for a new shampoo and conditioner, this set is really, really good. So let's now go to the R&Co Death Valley Dry Shampoo. This is one of my favorites. It smells really good. It's not super overwhelming or overpowering. My trick with dry shampoo is to apply it at night, so that way it has time to work into your hair. I mean, I don't think any of us love to have that like white cast on our hair. So a lot of people are like, oh, this shampoo, dry shampoo is invisible. It doesn't leave any white cast. That's great. But if you're applying your dry shampoo at night before you're going to bed, it doesn't matter. It's all going to be worked into your hair by the time you wake up in the morning. It's going to soak up those oils. It's going to refresh your hair. The fragrance is going to have time to like kind of settle down a little bit, so it's not as strong. That way, if you do wear a perfume or a cologne, it's not clashing with that. So this is one of my favorites. Fabulous brand. I really like a lot of their products. But that's one that I use pretty much every day. You can even start using it before you actually like need it. So if you use it on the first day, like the day that you wash your hair, it's going to start working ahead of time for you. So that way you're not waking up one morning with super greasy hair or dirty hair and saying, oh crap, I should have used my dry shampoo last night. If you start using it on the first night, then it'll do that work for you and you don't have to worry about that. Another dry shampoo that I love is by Virtue. Same thing, not a super strong fragrance. And if you apply it before bed, you don't have to worry about any white cast. Neither of these have like a crazy white cast. Batiste, you can get at the drugstore or Ulta. That one has like an insane white cast. Like my hair looks white when I use that one. These ones are not nearly as bad. Hi, welcome. Just talking about dry shampoos. But yes, if you use your dry shampoo at night before bed, you don't have to worry about white cast because it'll all be soaked into your hair when you wake up in the morning. So that is my tip. And then another dry shampoo that I love, of course, is the Orbe Gold Lust. Smells incredible, works wonderfully. Not much else to say about it except that I love it. So those are the 3 dry shampoos that I really, really love. Okay, let's get into the hot tools. So the first one is the Lucia Professional flat iron. You can, since it does have rounded edges, make your beachy waves with this. Let me take my hair down. I haven't done it at all. That way I could do everything with you guys. So I just applied my products, let it, my leave-in conditioner, everything, let it air dry. So this is my natural texture. And then I did apply dry shampoo last night, so I don't have to worry about any oiliness or anything like that. So it's not plugged in, so it's not going to do anything. But with this one, you can totally do the curl with it because it does have those rounded edges. So this is a great 2-in-1 product if you don't want to have like a separate curling iron and flat iron. This one's really great because, like I have said numerous times, it has rounded edges, so it's not going to give you those like harsh lines or anything like that. And then this is the Piece de Resistance, the waver. You could use a regular curling iron with a clamp, but for this tutorial, I'm going to do the waver because that's what a lot of people have. And this one is gorgeous. It's super sleek. I love that the cord is like really flexible and moves around. Because some of them, the cord is like really stiff. And so it's like hard to maneuver and all of that sort of thing. This one moves really well, really easily. So you don't have to worry about that. It turns off and on super easily. You just, there you go. And you see the little light. It does have, 5 little dots here. The first setting is really warm. So if you have hair similar to mine, very fine and straight. I have fine hair, but I do have a lot of it. Then I would recommend like the first or the second. And then if you have coarser hair, thicker hair, then you can go up from there. But we don't want to fry our hair off. So start with the lesser heat setting, and then go up from there if you feel like you need it. I'm going to go to the second heat setting today. So it starts flashing, and then once it's ready, it will be solid. So I am like, I want to be able to get ready within 10 minutes. I don't want to have to worry, you know, about taking forever to do my hair. So I don't even like section. So if you need to section, that's totally fine. You would just part, or if you have a lot of hair and you need to section, you know, do that. But if you were to do that, I would just already pre-section everything up. So if you don't need to section, just divide in half at the back and pull everything forward. That's just the most simple way. Since I applied all my heat protectants and everything when my hair was wet last night, I don't need to do anything to prep my hair today before curling. So once the wand is all warmed up for us, the 2 dots, it's kind of hard to tell, but the 2 dots will become solid. They're not flashing anymore. It does come with the wand does come with a glove so you don't burn yourself. So if you're not as familiar with using a wand, I 150% recommend using that because you do not want to burn yourself. This wand gets really hot even on the first setting. So, excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of my Diet Coke from Chick-fil-A. But if you guys have any questions during this, please don't hesitate to ask. I would be more than happy to answer any hair questions you have. Throw them at me. So I just take sections starting in the back here, about an inch or so. And the part about a beachy wave is you want to leave a lot of the ends and a lot of the top of the hair out. So you're basically just wanting to curl the middle of the strand. So once you have that, I literally just throw it back. And I take my next section. That one's a little big. And you do not want to hold your hair on this for very long at all. You don't need to, because this wand, all of the T3 tools get so hot that it just takes just a second. So do that, throw it back. Obviously, like I said, I like to be able to do my hair in a very short amount of time. See how much I'm leaving off. We want that tail at the end. So I like to be able to do my hair in a very short amount of time. And obviously, if you had much coarser or thicker hair, it's not going to take you as quickly as I'm able to do it. But with this wand and with this technique, you should be able to get it done pretty quick. So like I said, you want to leave a lot of that tail out and quite a bit from the root. Just focusing on the mid shaft of the hair. Throw it back. So it's very repetitive. I go all in the same direction, going away from the face, but it's totally up to you if you want to like alternate. But for the front, I'll show you my technique because what I see a lot of people doing is curling towards the face. And no matter if you're doing like a beachy wave or a traditional curl, that's just not my preference. I think it accentuates like your features and kind of just looks more like you got it done professionally if you do it all away from the face. So leaving a tail out, not too worried about getting close to the roots. And this is very repetitive, guys. It's super easy. Just throw it all back. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. It could be, like I said, about any of the products or that I'm featured on the live stream, or just any general hair questions. Feel free to ask. I'll just be here curling away in the meantime. So the curl is, a big part of the beachy wave. But at the same time, I think it also comes down to the end and what products you're finishing with and how you're finishing it. So I will show that to you guys very shortly. And then once we get up closer to the face, then I will show you like all of my face framing tips and tricks. So this is the boring part. I'm sorry, guys. And you don't want to touch your curls whatsoever. Like when they're hot, just let them be. So yeah, you can like twist the hair, wrap the hair. It doesn't have to be like perfectly, like, I don't know if you could tell this hair here is twisted, whereas this is flat. That doesn't really matter. Just as long as you are leaving the tail at the end. Okay, so I do have a lot of baby hairs up at the front of towards my face from postpartum hair loss. So I'll also show you guys how I kind of blend those in with the curls as well. Okay. So here, this is where I like to kind of see how I'm doing this twisting. This will add a little bit more body, sorry, I was focusing, body to the curl and not have it so tight towards the top. So here I am twisting, leaving the tail out. And this will kind of like loosen that top. We do want to get a little bit closer to the root. But I don't know if you guys could see, it does add some curl, but it's not curly like the rest of this is. Okay, now let's go to the other side. So it looks pretty like tight and spirally right now. But like I said, we're just going to throw that all back and start on this side. And you can do like bigger sections, smaller sections to like vary the curl a little bit. I keep them a little bit more uniform, but it's really up to you and experimenting and what you like to do. Obviously, this is your hair. But the foundation for a beachy wave is the roots and the ends to be more straight than the mid shaft. Yeah. So very, very repetitive. So once you get the hang of it, it becomes extremely easy. And if you have layers, also be mindful of that. If you have layers, I would kind of separate. My hair's all one length, but if you had layers, I would kind of do like the top and the bottom. That way your layers can kind of like be a little bit straight. The tail of the layer could be a little bit straight, and that adds more like beachiness as well as volume. And that's like a really cute look too. So just very repetitive. I'm doing a little bit thicker of sections on this side just so I could hurry up and show you guys like how I style them. Because like I said, that's a big part of the beachy wave is the way that they're styled. I think that some people try to get to like perfect and like have the hair lay perfectly, but with a beachy wave, it's all about looking like you just got done, at the beach. Like your hair is tousled and wind blown and not perfect. Oops, that's a little funky of a section. There we go. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I am a hairdresser. I graduated, I don't know, 6 years now, or something like 7. I went to school up in Monterey, California, then moved down to LA, started assisting at salons in Beverly Hills, which was really fun. There's a lot of stories, as I'm sure you guys could imagine, with that. Then my husband and I moved down to northern San Diego area, and I started working at a salon in Carlsbad. And then 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago now, I had a daughter. And so I haven't worked in the salon since, but once she's a little bit older and goes to school, then I will get back into it. I really do miss it. I love working in the salon. It's really fun. But that's just a little bit about me. And I am on Instagram too, the Lifestyle Archive, same as here. So if you guys want to follow me, I would love to connect with you guys there. So I don't know if you could see those like little hairs here poking up from my postpartum hair loss, but I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. Kind of do that back and forth movement. Okay. So just going to let this side cool down a bit. You can see that I did bigger sections, but I guess that's good to show you guys. So this is definitely needing to be brushed out. So I'm going to go in. Did I put it on here? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Okay, good. The Orbe Dry Texturizing Spray. This is like one of my favorites. I don't know if I've used this one yet. There we go. So before you like brush it out or anything, start spraying. And the more, the better, honestly. And then you can start shaking out and running your fingers through it and pulling it. And more and more and more if you need it. And then if you want to, if you have like a dry shampoo that doesn't have a lot of white cast to it, you can add like a dry shampoo for more of that like grittiness. As you can tell, I like a lot of product. You can totally use as much or as little as you want, but this is just my technique. You can focus some at the roots, some more of this with the roots, and all right, guys, that's my beachy wave. Totally like messy wave. Kind of just play around with it until you get it how you like it. So see how much more, sorry, I keep going off screen. See how much more volume this gives than just if I were to just like do that, like just add so much more volume and fluff. Like I said, the main part of like a beachy wave is to have the ends out and for your wave to start like mid shaft. So let's just repeat that on this side. This they're not going to look identical since I did do the bigger sections, but you guys will get an idea of how it can look if you do want to take bigger sections. And I like am obviously if I'm working on a client, then like their whole head is going to look good because I'm the hairdresser. But for myself, I'm like in the philosophy of like if I can't see the back of my head, I don't really care what it looks like. So as long as the front looks good. And you could totally, you know, make this how you like it. So that's if we were to take the bigger sections. There. And then the smaller sections there. And then, yeah. So that is how I do my beachy wave. If you wanted to go in with a little bit of oil just on the very ends, like this, kind of add some softness and shine there. And then sometimes I'll go for any flyaways and to add a little tiny, and I used like, here, let me show you guys how much I used. Sorry. I literally use that much oil, like hardly anything. And add a little bit of shine. And there you have it, guys. Super easy. That took me 20 minutes, less than 20 minutes to do my curls. Now they're big, they're voluminous. Hold on, I'm gonna grab a clip really quick so I can show you guys what it looks like with the clip. Okay, so I just got this little clip here. And if you wanted to add, like, look how cute that is. That is like so cute. That could be like date night. That could be everyday work hair. Super, super cute. So yeah, that is my super, super technique of beachy waves. Okay, and that's all I have to share with you guys. So if you have any questions, let me know. Oh, actually, I did want to share this with you guys. This is a good way to like prep your hair for a curl, is using a round brush. Even if you don't do it all over your head, like round brushing the front at least. So you're, because like hair is all about like memory. So if your hair remembers, like if you build that curl into it when it's wet, it'll remember it when it's dry. And so it'll hold, if you have hard to hold hair, like the curl falls out fast or anything like that, using a round brush will definitely help with that. Like I said, if you can't get the hang of doing it around your whole head yourself, trust me, I get it. It's very tricky. Using a round brush to blow dry at least the front will definitely build that memory into the hair and make the hair hold a lot easier, a lot better. Your curls will last longer. So, but other than that, I think I'm all done. I don't have anything else for you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to say bye and let you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Feel free to follow me on Instagram, the Lifestyle Archive, same as here. I can answer any questions that you have about the live stream, the products, or anything like that. If you shoot me a DM over on Instagram, just let me know. Connect with me. I love talking to you guys. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. Have a great evening, afternoon, and a great rest of your week. And I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.